anything other than heartbroken that I'm pretty convinced it's never been any other way. I looked down at my body, 20 pounds heavier. The doctor had warned me about that 2 years ago when I started to take a daily 50 milligrams of Zoloft for the paralyzing anxiety that looked a lot like sadness. But somehow the weight still snuck up on me. It's not the small pill causing the gains, I know that. It's my secret relationship with Ben and Jerry. Nothing other than peanut butter cup will do, and I've hunted through store after store until I find it. Then I go home, climb into bed, watch a sitcom with a laugh track, and comfort myself with on-demand mindlessness and empty calories. It could be worse, I tell myself. I know this is true because I have seen much, much worse. I've seen so much pain in the last few years, I hadn't known just how much pain the world could contain. It crushes me sometimes, not just my own, but the pain of so many others also trying to hang on to whatever shred of their loved ones they can. I don't know how I got here. There is never a day that goes by that this does not feel surreal. I can't save my daughter Katie, and sometimes that feels like the only certainty in my life. I can't make her stop using drugs any more than I could keep her from leaving any of the over 40 treatment centers she has left, or safeguard her from the double-digit number of overdoses. I finally come to the realization that there is nothing I can say or do that will make a real difference. She's going to leave the facility she's in now. I know that. I know because she called and told me so. I tried to talk her out of it, saying all the things I've said 1,000 times before, the things that have helped 100 people before her. But I could hear the venom in her voice. Some switch has flipped and she is ready to run. Not the first time, but I know it could be the last. This will be one of several treatment centers where she has been doing well, and suddenly she decides to leave, courtesy of a 56-year-old piece of shit named Bob. I'm drifting to one side of the road when my phone rings and snaps me back to attention. I hope for a brief second that it will be the call, the one I've dreamed about that will tell me this is all a mistake. Nothing to worry about. Go home and eat your ice cream. And when I realize that this isn't happening, I wonder briefly if people on the way to kill someone answer the phone. There really isn't a rule book or protocol for this, so I reach for it and study the name of the caller. Chapter 1, Winter 2015. I am waiting. Snow falls. Over 5 feet in February with a record-setting 90 inches between January 24th and February 15. Lucky for me that during several of those days I was happily soaking up some vitamin D with my boyfriend, Randy, in Puerto Rico. We love it down there, the sun as opposed to the snow, but also the ocean, the way we can stare out at where the sky meets the sea. While I was gone, Katie and her boyfriend, Chad, had stayed at my house, since Liam's away at college in exchange for keeping the driveway and steps shoveled. But now it's March, and I am the one shoveling, or trying to. I put my layers back on. If I don't keep the driveway and stoops cleared of accumulation every few hours, it will ice over and require a pickaxe to get through. As it is, there's no opening the front door, and if not for the garage door that slides up on a hinge, I would have had to jump out the window and shovel my way back to the buried entrance. Time is not on my side. I'm hoping that one of the 4 men who constitute my neighbors will offer some assistance, because they have 2 things I don't. They all have snowblowers, and they all have wives looking out the window, warm and toasty in their houses, patiently waiting for them. I know I should go over to one of them and ask for help, but goddammit, I shouldn't need to. What is wrong with people in this small town northeast of Boston? Back in New York, specifically Long Island where I grew up, this wouldn't happen. My girlfriends back home would be out here with a shovel too, and no one would head back home until everyone was shoveled out. They can't possibly think I don't need their help. Fuck them, I think, stepping deeper into the whiteness. After an hour, I'm the only person out there in the dark. There is that stillness that occurs only when the snow is falling. I can hear a plow scraping the road in the distance. I hold my breath each time it gets closer, knowing that eventually I'll be blocked in again, and that the new barrier may be the thing that sends me screaming out into the road to throw myself under the next snowplow. Katie is snowed in by this time herself, a town away with her boyfriend, so they can't help. With Randy buried in snow at his own house 20 miles away, I'm it. I'm all I've got.